Hello, so good evening, welcome to you all for our evening meditation. So let's first of all just collectively raise the Kundalini. And put on the bandana. And we can put attention on our breathing so that we can just slow it down. And let us now clear the left side channel, lowering our hand towards the floor. And we can say, "Oh Mother, please clear and cleanse the left side channel into your earth element." And then we can bring the right hand back up to the lap and now work on the right side channel by raising the left hand. Oh Mother, please clear and cleanse the right side channel, Pingala Nadi, into your air element. It helps to put our attention on the breathing at this point. Breathing at this point. Now we can put our attention on the central channel, Sushumna Nadi, and we can say, "Oh Mother, please clear and cleanse the central channel." Now we can bring our attention down to the Muladhara chakra. Here we can say, "O Sri Ganesha, please bless us with your divine cool vibrations. Please give us the qualities of innocence and wisdom. Please put your attention on us so we can become more like you." We know, Sri Ganesha, it is for those who love you that you come to this earth. And we, your children, bow to you. And Sri Ganesha, please kindly give your permission for the Kundalini to rise. Please allow the Kundalini energy within us to rise and take our attentions to Sahasrara. And Sri Mataji, please let us see your feet in our heart. Let us worship your feet in our heart. For your great gifts to humanity, Sri Mataji, we thank you again and again. Okay, so could we have the first video, please, Shraddha?
Take him to the mother room. Better. Today, I bow to all the Sahajogis of the world. First, I used to bow to all the seekers of the truth. And today, all those seekers of truth have shown that truth is love and love is truth. With the power of love, you have been able to establish a beautiful place for Sahaja Yoga in England. I must congratulate you all for fulfilling your desire so beautifully, working it out together. And the collectivity which you have achieved, not only in England but all over the world. All of you feel so responsible that Shuddhi camp should be a perfect piece of art, a perfect piece of love, perfect piece of peaceful atmosphere. Is dedication? No doubt. But apart from dedication, the collective oneness, the integration of your feelings is beautifully demonstrated. Even Indians wanted to send you something for Shudi camp. And it was not ready before I left. So they were saying that they will be able to give you when you come there for your tours. Every country wanted to express their love. They say love begets love. I loved you, no doubt. But in so many faces, when you see the reflection of that divine love, it is multiplied beyond my expectation. I cannot describe my joy. You can sing, dance, jump, say Jai. I also feel like saying your Jai. And singing like. This is the beginning of our collective effort. And we have to go further and further with this. Tomorrow is a great day for me as well as for you. It has to be one step forward, very substantial step forward. And you must be looking forward to it. I'm sure something will work out in the inner building of Shudi camp, in every Sahajogi's heart. All that is expressed outside has to be expressed within. And that is what we have to achieve. May God bless you.
So that was a talk by Sri Mataji on the eve of the Guru Puja. So I also wanted tonight to share with you something that I've found to be very useful in a way determining our position in life and where we are and what sort of situation we find ourselves. And that's the I Ching, or the Book of Changes. And this is an ancient Chinese oracle that was consulted by Confucius, who is one of our Adi Gurus, and also really praised by Carl Jung. And it gives us a way of looking at the situations we find ourselves in, which are composed of three main elements. One is nature, the earth, the elements. The second is human beings and their relationships. And the third is the heavens. And it's the interrelation of these three forces that create the situations that we find ourselves to be in. So I think it's very interesting to read to you perhaps just a short extract from one of these life situations, which is called contemplation or view. And this, I would suggest you read or listen to and substitute the word king or ruler for Sahaja Yogi. So hexagram 20, contemplation or view. A slight variation of tonal stress gives the Chinese name for this hexagram a double meaning. It means both contemplating and being seen, in the sense of being an example. These ideas are suggested by the fact that the hexagon tower, characteristic of ancient China. A tower of this kind commanded a wide view of the country. At the same time, when situated on a mountain, became a landmark that could be seen for miles around. Thus, the hexagram shows a ruler who contemplates the laws of heaven above him and the ways of the people below, and who, by means of good government, sets a lofty example to them. Contemplation of the divine meaning underlying the workings of the universe gives to the man who is called upon to influence others the means of producing like effects. This requires that power of inner concentration, which religious contemplation develops in great men strong in faith. It enables them to apprehend the mysterious and divine laws of life by means of profoundest inner concentration. They give expression to these laws in their own persons. Thus, a hidden spiritual power emanates from them, influencing and dominating others without their being aware of how it happens. This is the image. The wind blows over the earth, the image of contemplation. Thus, the kings of old visited the regions of the world, contemplated the people, and gave them instruction. When the wind blows over the earth, it goes far and wide, and the grass must bend to its power. These two occurrences are used to symbolize a practice of the kings of old. In making regular journeys, the rulers could, in the first place, survey his realm and make certain that none of the existing usages of the people escape notice. In the second, he could exert influence through which such customs as were unsuitable could be changed. All of this points to the power possessed by a superior personality. On the one hand, such a man will have a view of the real sentiments of the great mass of humanity, and therefore cannot be deceived. On the other, he will impress the people so profoundly by his mere existence and by the impact of his personality that they will be swayed by him as the grass by the wind. So if we could have the second video, please, Hashrat. This is a video on the attention, something that's vital for all Sahaja Yogis.
Today I'm going to talk to you about attention. What is attention? What is the movement of attention? And what are the ways and methods of raising our attention? Keep it in broad ways, all right? But when I'm saying all these things, you must know that I'm talking to you individually. It's not about others.
Always the first thing human beings do is when I am speaking to you, you try to find out about whom Mataji is speaking. This is the best way of putting your attention onto something else. If you put your attention to yourself that this is for me and me and me alone, then it will have an effect, because these are mantras. And that's why it is wasted, because whatever is given to you is thrown onto another person. So the attention that you have is the only way to know the reality. Your own attention is important, not the attention of others or your attention on others. This must be clearly understood. If you understand this point, that the whole thing is to be consumed by you through your attention to raise yourself to a higher situation, it will work out. Otherwise it is like giving food to you and going to another person who is getting nourished while you are getting nothing. And that person also may not be able to get nourished because he doesn't know that you are throwing it to that person. So today, as I am going to speak to you about attention, you should know that your attention should absorb all that I am saying. It is not meant for anybody else. You better sit in thoughtless awareness. That's the best way, so that it goes into you. Otherwise, it's like a lecture, that you listen to me has no effect. Every lecture will transform you, because after all I am speaking. But because you always think of others and you think of your problems all the time, something nonsensical is going on about which you are worried. Is your attention that has to come up and has to grow. So attention is the whole of the canvas of your being. It's a complete canvas. Is the attention. Complete canvas of your being is the attention. How much you have gone into it, how much you have discovered it, how far you have raised it is a different point. Attention is chitta, and God is attention. How far your attention has been enlightened is a different point. But your attention is God. If you become enlightened to that extent, it is like a canvas. You can say it is like a canvas which is spread out for a film. And whatever aptitudes, or you can say the drags or movements of your attention has, shows on that canvas. I don't know what is the word for vritti in English language. It's not aptitude, but a person gets prone to, or his attention is dragged to. I don't know, there's a word like that for in English language, vritti. Can you suggest any word? Our completely pure canvas, and is acted upon by the three gunas. One from your past, one from your future sense, and one from the present. Now whatever have been your experiences about a particular thing or a particular occasion, all that goes with the black color is recorded in your memory. As soon as you see this black color, quite a lot of it comes up. That means as soon as you something, first thing will happen. This is a living canvas. Or maybe that if you have got some ideas which you have premeditated or thought of the future. For example, you must have thought of somebody that if I meet that man, I will tell him like this. As soon as you will meet that man, your attention will start bubbling out with those ideas that are coming about this man, and you will start addressing to him accordingly. It's all stored up within you, whether it is about the future or about the past, is given out of the attention through that bubbling process, which depends on your dragging nature. Where are you dragged? That's called as vritti. But I don't know what you call it in English language. I don't know what you are prone to. Vritti is a very neutral word. It doesn't mean anything bad. It means where you are drawn to. Vritti means a temperament by which you are drawn to. Now whatever is your temperament, it acts like that. For example, if you see a man walking, say, blindly, he cannot see things. One person may get angry with that person, another may have pity for that person, third may come forward to help him out. Is the vritti, is the temperament that you have developed through your three gunas. That's why this attention becomes identified with you. And when you are identified with this, your vritti, your temperaments, then you are still in a misidentified area. Let us take a case of somebody who has been possessed before. Now coming to Sahaja Yoga, his possession goes away. But the memory remains in the brain that he was possessed. And the memory is stronger in a person, left side is stronger. Then that memory lingers on. And as soon as that person comes in contact with anyone which has got something to do with the past possession, it clicks. And the whole thing starts coming into you, bubbling out, and you think you are again possessed. It is the memory which gives you, it's a myth. It's the memory that tells you, oh, you are again possessed. Because your left side is weak, means you always live in your memory. Your memory is stronger than yourself. If you could make yourself stronger than your memory, nothing can possess you. But after you get your realization, you are not still identified with that state of mind in which you see your ego and superego as myths. Still you get caught up into your ego and superego. And that's why your attention is still in a mess. In a pure, simple way of attention in an innocent child, he sees everything in pratyaksha, means in actual experiencing of something for a child, because he has no memory. So he'll have to burn his hand to feel that this burns. He has to touch something cold to know that it is cold. His memory is not yet built. So into the actual experiencing of it, he lives. But that actual experiencing becomes memory. And once the memory is built up stronger, the whole personality is affected by memory. All the conditioning of all kinds come through that. Your reading, even the whole atmosphere can come to you. You see, sometimes you smell a particular soap, or say a rose, you smell it. And all the memories of smelling such a rose sometimes comes to you, and you may feel really elated sometimes, maybe sometimes very unhappy, whatever may be the situation. So you may feel happy or unhappy, because whatever experiences you have had has given you a memory. This memory might have given you a superego or might have given you a ego. This scanning might have taken place. If it has been a ego and a superego, then maybe that if it was ego, you must have felt happy. If it is satisfying to your ego, you feel very happy. If it is not, if it is superego, if you are suppressed by this, then you feel very unhappy. So both things like happiness or unhappiness are the states where you are still in the myth. Still the myth exists. You have to still go beyond. So if you feel happy about some situation, you should know you are only happy before realization, because it is giving some support to your ego to bloat. And if you are unhappy, then you should know that there is some sort of a suppression on your ego and there is a superego developing. So both the situations have been of no help to you. Of no help to you for your growth, except that both these institutions develop so much that you are away from the real experience. The real experiencing stops because your attention is so much muddled up. So on one side, if you move on the left hand side, your attention is muddled up with fear, with pain, with unhappiness, with hopelessness, dejection. The other side, if you indulge too much onto the right hand side, little bit also, you start getting elated, excited, over dominating. The color of the left side is blue, and the blue color starts changing to the black. While on the right hand side, it is to begin with yellow, light yellow, or you can say golden, then yellow, then orange, and then red. So you go to aggression on the right hand side. On the left hand side, you go into a complete state of entropy, you can call it, or a state where you are separated from yourself into complete frozen state. So one side you become completely frozen, on the other side you become completely heated up. Both these things are again movement on the wrong direction. Even in the center, when the attention is kept, that you keep your attention more in the center. There also, because it's a very sensitive point, it doesn't stay there. For example, when we say use fire, we can use it for burning the house. In the same way, we can use it for creating smoke. But we can also use this fire in its proper way, if we use it in its proper proportion, for cooking the food, for giving us light. If it is too much, it can burn like a big fire. If it is too little, it can burn like smoke. But in the center, when you know how to balance it, then you can use it for your own purpose, for cooking or for giving light. And then for a puja too. So in the same way, when we really balance our gunas properly, then we become gradually the master of the whole situation.
So if we can keep our attention within ourselves, we can say the mantra for Sri Shuddha Icha, which is for the Swadhisthana on the left-hand side. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shuddha Icha Sakshat Shri Hadi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. And for the right Swadhisthana, we can say Shri Himalaya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Himalaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. And then we can put our right hand on the left heart. And here we can pray, Mother, please awaken the spirit in my heart so I may feel the joy. O Mother, please awaken the spirit in my heart so that I can feel the joy. And we can say the mantra to Sri Shiva Bhavati. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And we can say Om Namah Shivaya 3 times. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Now with our attention, we can lift the spirit in our heart up to our Sahasrara. Gradually just lift the spirit in the heart all the way up to meet the Sahasrara. So we're lifting Sri Shiva Sri Parvati up to meet Sri Sadashiva. Now we can just say others 3 mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Radayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. So we can all now just raise the Kundalini collectively. Put on the band up. Mataji. Perhaps we could end with some music just to keep our attention light. Thank you all for your wonderful vibrations. Now we're going to conclude the session. Thank you. Jai Shri Mataji.